Elimination Chamber is this weekend live from Chicago, and we're going to tell you our exclusive predictions for the show.
Let's get to it.
Let's go.
I'm on the way up. Been a long, long time coming, but I'm on the way up. Been a long, long time coming, but I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up. I'm on the way up.
Alright, so we got 4 matches on the card and a box that we'll get to later. But we're going to start off with CM Punk versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship match. Now, in a reel I did a couple days ago, we actually had a bit of complaints going into this because Adam Pearce was not excited about this match.
Yeah.
He was being a little bit of a lame, talking about how he doesn't want his champion wrestling on Elimination Chamber, one of the fan favorite cards in the entire WWE.
Yeah. First of all, Punk's from Chicago. It's in Chicago. And he's like, oh, you're going to mess up the main event of WrestleMania. So what, Finn and Roman wouldn't be a good main event?
Yeah.
I think it'd cook.
Belittling Finn there.
Yeah.
But with that being said, unless something unforeseen happens, like a demon appears, it's going to be CM Punk.
Yeah. My whole thought going into this, we saw this past Monday on Raw, Finn backstage with the Judgment Day. Hey, I want to do this on my own, As you saw a couple weeks ago, they were going to attack Punk in the ring.
Yeah.
He held him back. So I think the Judgment Day is going to get involved somehow, some way here. And maybe not even just, maybe not JD, but Dom is going to try to get involved.
Cost him.
And I think he's going to be inches away from winning. Like the ref's going to see it or something, and Punk's going to retain because of this. And this is going to lead to Finn versus Dom at Mania, like they've been teasing for years now, it seems.
Yeah.
But I think it's time to pay this off, especially with the fans wanting Finn to go back as a face.
I agree.
So, next match on the card, CM Punk's wife, AJ Lee, wrestles her first singles match in 10 years. And her first championship match in probably 10 years or something.
Yeah, probably similar.
Probably similar. Against Becky Lynch, the Women's Intercontinental Champion.
This match is a pretty hard one to predict because I think the end goal, well, at least I believe everybody thinks this, is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at Mania.
Yeah.
So how do you get this match to have some meaning and also progress into a Mania caliber match? Do you have AJ Lee lose? Do you have AJ Lee win? Regardless, I feel like it's going to be pretty hard to replicate this match come WrestleMania. But that's a problem for tomorrow. I got AJ Lee winning this match, so it'll be a lot easier to have Becky Lynch try and get that title back, build it up for WrestleMania, to where eventually I'll probably have Becky Lynch winning.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, because at the end of the day, you do want AJ to win a match here. You want her to hold a championship, right? And you're doing this in Chicago. The thing is, AJ's just not a full-time talent. And you can't really put this mid-card belt on her, which is supposed to be featured like weekly on Raw, if she's only going to show up once a month or something like that, once every couple months.
I think there's always the possibility, as any person gets a championship, they start showing up more.
That's true, and I would love for that to happen, but knowing AJ and what we've seen from her so far, I would say it's safe to assume that she's on a Romanesque schedule and that we could probably see her again, in a few months or something like that for her next big feud. So I'm going to say AJ wins the gold at the Elimination Chamber, goes on to Mania, faces Becky, and Becky ends up retaining.
Yeah. Maybe they had a stipulation. Maybe they had a third woman. But to be honest, we keep on talking about all these multi-person matches. They're not all going to be multi-person matches come WrestleMania. So it'll probably just be Becky and AJ. We'll have to see if a stipulation gets added. But that's for a future video. As of for now, let's just move on to the Women's Elimination Chamber match, where we've got Tiffany Stratton, Asuka, Kiana James, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and I can't believe I'm forgetting the last
Raquel
one.
Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah,
she just got out, that's why. To be honest, this one's also pretty hard to predict because there's not been a lot of direction for the Jade Cargill era.
Yeah, they just have one title defense, and honestly, with Bianca not being back, this is a big stab in the heart, right? I feel like I've been stabbed in the heart.
Yeah.
I think that Jordynne Grace would have been a great option, but
and she's not even the goddamn match.
Yeah, which I think was honestly kind of a mistake.
Yeah.
Her trying to get trying to get that next title shot. Like, you could have run that till Mania.
Having that experience in the chamber, like Roxanne Perez, she was in last year's chamber and she had just been in the WWE main roster for a couple months.
Yeah, for sure. She was in the Rumble too.
Yeah,
Iron Woman in the Rumble.
Yeah, she had a great year last year. Why not do the same thing with Jordan? But I digress. The thing with me is the two favorites for me right now are Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley for obvious reasons.
For sure.
But with Tiffany Stratton, if you go that route, you kind of just dilly-dally this whole year since SummerSlam.
Yeah.
She was gone with dealing with that leg injury. You didn't have Jade really do much during that. Then you bring her back, and it just seems like you kind of went horizontal instead of up. So with that being said, I got to go Rhea Ripley. I think it doesn't make much sense as of now, but it's a super match, and I think we can get behind that a lot easier once you build it. So Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for the championship would be fantastic. I'd love to see it. The problem is I don't know what you do with those tag titles. Does she pull a double duty?
It's possible. I mean, there are 2 nights, so this is something you can think about.
Yeah.
My prediction for this match, it did come down to those 2. I'm going with Tiffany Stratton here, though, and my reasoning for that is because I think the storyline's already in place, which
they just had
I'm not a fan.
History.
I'm not a fan because we saw their storyline. We saw multiple matches with them, but the bad blood is kind of there. Maybe you could do a stipulation. I don't know, but I think it's like their safe fallback bet because Bianca's not around.
It really does hurt that Bianca's not available for this.
And I just think, like, the way I was looking at it, you look at, like, every contender in this Women's Elimination Chamber match, they're all involved in tag teams, every single one of them.
Yeah.
Like, Rhea and Io are tag team champions, right? Then you got Kiana James in this with Julia. You've got Raquel, which is with Roxanne. You've got Asuka, which is with Kairi. Like,
the only one that isn't in is Tiffy.
Yeah, so that's why I got Tiffy winning, and because of the mass amounts of women's tag teams, I do see a big multi-woman tag team match at Mania, because there's just not enough individual direction for all of them to have matches, and they're all so talented, and I think it would go over well.
Yeah, and not only that, is especially with Brie Bella coming back. She popped up on the Raw right after Royal Rumble as well, so it seems like that is a direction they're planning on going. You kind of don't want it to be relied on a rusty tag team just to carry with another tag team. Have them two, have Rhea and Io, have Asuka and Kairi, Bayley and Lyra, Charlotte and Alexa. The list goes on and on and on.
Nia and Lash, like
the list
Julia and Kiana.
On. So I would love that direction. But to go a different direction here, let's go into the men's chamber match now, where we've got Randy Orton, my favorite, Trick Williams. Who else we got?
We got Cody Rhodes, of course. We've got Javon Evans, and we've got L.A. Knight and Jey Uso.
Yeet.
So this one is really hard to call. Like, you can kind of rule out some names altogether, right?
Jey Uso's the first one that you can eliminate because he wasn't even supposed to win the goddamn match.
Yeah, so he's out of there. Javon is not main eventing WrestleMania.
He will put on a show. He will put on a show, but he's not winning.
I mean, he just debuted. He's going to have a great match. I guarantee you he's going to get that Elimination Chamber is going to get bouncy. Trick Williams, I think it's too soon as well.
Yeah, I mean, if there was someone to surprise me in that match, it would be Trick Williams for sure. But I'm not getting surprised.
Yeah. It's between Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, L.A. Knight. And as much as I would love L.A. Knight to be able to do this, he's on Raw. He's already got something going on. Yeah, he's already got something going on with the Vision, and which sucks because the Vision's just cursed and everyone's getting injured. There's really no direction. But I don't think it was ever the plan for Cody Rhodes and L.A. Knight. Now, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes is what it comes down to for me.
Yeah. And with LA Knight, it's a running joke in the internet wrestling community where Triple H, we continue to bury LA Knight every goddamn time we want. Same with Sami Zayn. Keep him at the bottom. That's where we like him.
I was a little bit different of a prediction for this match, though. I'm not actually predicting a winner. So.
Oh yeah, I guess let me before I'm gonna tease you a little bit. We're not gonna give you that yet. I'm gonna give you mine first because that needs a whole thing in itself. My pick is kind of Randy Orton. I mean, it's not Cody because I do think this would just be kind of a giant toss-up ever since the 3 Stages of Hell. If it was Cody, I'd feel like you're kind of just making things up as you go if it really ends up being Cody versus Drew. And LA Knight, like I said, they don't respect him. They won't give it to him. But Randy Orton has that history with Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton got cost in the Royal Rumble a couple years back from Drew. I just think Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre is the safest match you can make out of those possibilities. And that's if you have a winner.
So my whole theory on this is a little different. So we've seen rumors of a multi-man match happening at WrestleMania for quite some time now. And originally it was Jacob Fatu possibly being added to Cody and Drew. Mm-hmm. As of late, now there's these rumors of a multi-man match happening where we're talking about 4, 5, even 6 people going for this WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Now, how do you get there if you have one defined winner? You can't. They've kind of buried themselves here by the fans wanting, at least just wanting Fatu to be in this thing. If Cody wins, or even if Randy wins, then you kind of want Cody and you kind of want Fatu in, So I think that Drew is going to kind of screw himself here. Because we saw in interviews, Drew was saying, Cody is the last person that I want to face. Mm-hmm. We saw he cost him the Royal Rumble. I mean, kicked him right out of that thing, not even being there.
Scared.
He's scared. I think Drew's going to come out. I also think Fatu's going to come out. I think they're going to interrupt this match. It's going to be absolute chaos. You could even have an Aleister Black or a Sami Zayn come out too, but I think it'll just be Fatu and Drew. Yeah. That's going to lead to Nick Aldis coming. The cage is going to have to get raised. It's going to be crazy. Too much going on. Nick Aldis is going to say, "Hey, this is what you guys want to do. Fine. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be all of you guys in a match at WrestleMania, and it'll be Fatu, it'll be Drew, it'll be Cody, it'll be Randy, and you do have to wonder, like, does Aleister Black get added to this because we've seen the feud starting between Aleister Black and Randy Orton. Sami Zayn's also a key player in this too. Has been kind of screwed himself out of the championship opportunities and stuff. Had that whole thing with Cody on SmackDown. So I think there's going to be just some kind of chaos here that's going to lead to this multi-man match at WrestleMania.
So now that you guys have heard that nonsense, here's my 2 cents about that. One, I can't imagine that going well with the crowd at all. No winner at Elimination Chamber, probably the main event of the night. That's going to leave a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. 2, literally last year, Jade Cargill came out, interrupted the match. I didn't see any issues with that. The match just ended up continuing. So why should it be any different this year? That's just my 2 cents. Now it could happen, and maybe the fans would like it. I don't know. Me personally, I'm more of a traditional guy. I'm talking missionary. I'm talking when she's on top and I'm anyways. Like I said, I just think it needs to have a winner. So I don't know. I'd have to see it to believe it.
We'll see. I guess we shall see. Now, moving on to the most questionable segment of the show. There's been a box that was delivered to Raw.
See it to believe it.
A box was delivered to Monday Night Raw. Then it was sent to SmackDown, and then back to Raw, and now it's heading to Chicago. And it says, do not open until Chamber to WWE, and there's been a lot of speculation. The box is big. It's the size a person could fit in there. So
maybe not Omos. Rule him out.
I think he could crouch in there if he wanted to.
It's very uncomfortable for all
that. He was on Raw.
All that shipping.
You see him backstage?
Yeah, they let him out of the box for the AJ Styles thing.
Yeah, he's going to get back in.
Yeah. Kink in the neck.
There's been a lot of rumors who this is going to be. So the top picks online right now are Chris Jericho, Danhausen. I've even seen is going to be something like a sponsorship or something for 2K. Bianca Belair is even talked about, but WWE really dug themselves into a hole this time because almost anything, unless it's something like crazy, is going to be a letdown to people.
Yeah, I mean, my 2 cents on it is, you could have, Paige is a free agent. I just don't know how you fit her in to that. I don't know why it would have to be in Chamber. I don't know why she has to be in a box. Same thing for most of these people. Why do they
Yeah.
have to be in a box? Like, even if it is The Rock or Stone Cold, why are they in a box?
Yeah.
So, like, you have to take that into account. Now, don't get me wrong, if it's The Rock or Stone Cold or The Undertaker, whoever the hell, will probably be popping like crazy. But it's just not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
They've dug themselves in this hole to where now it's most likely going to be, my eyes, it's Demon Finn is a strong possibility. You know, maybe they have it placed to where it's right before the CM Punk match, and he comes out as Demon Finn. I think it wouldn't be a necessarily a letdown, but at the same time, it wouldn't be something where everyone's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then you got Danhausen that could, not a lot of people know about, not really mainstream. He's a AEW guy's comedy gimmick.
Yeah, now his contract is up in February, reportedly, but
Yeah.
he's on the roster page.
And so is Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho, too, on the roster page. His contract was reportedly already up. Now it's frozen. Who knows? I think either one of the possibilities are just about equally as likely.
Yeah.
Because I can see Jericho doing something like that. It's very Jericho-ness. Danhausen, too.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is, like you said, Danhausen is not well-known like that. He's not a household name.
Yeah.
And this
people
is
like us would pop.
Yeah.
But not your
hardcore
average
wrestling
Joe.
fans.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to a grocery store right now and ask, like, name a wrestler or show a picture, show a picture of that guy, no one's going to know who that is.
Yeah.
And I think, this is on ESPN. You're getting a lot of new eyes on this. I don't think they were going to do that on this grand of a stage.
Yeah.
I feel like Danhausen, which would be cool to pop up. He's friends with Punk. He's from Chicago.
Yeah.
I just think
box for several weeks. And at that point, it'd just been cool if he just popped up kind of like R-Truth did when he returned after a while.
Yeah.
He's backstage one day.
Yeah, like, I think you could just have him doing some funny shit. Like, he's not a main event star. He's not going for a world title.
Yeah.
So I just think
no offense to the guy.
Yeah, we like him. I mean, he's cool and all, but Chris Jericho's probably like I don't even know. For me, I guess the most likely outcome.
Yeah.
Even though it's not likely.
And the least likely is the forbidden door. There's a door in there, and boom, MJF, Mox, they all come out. It's a grand old show.
Yeah.
It's not
some of the funnier things we've seen is Triple H coming out saying it's a new era.
New era.
Vince McMahon returning. He's going to be in there.
It's Jesse Ventura. It's Jesse Ventura. He just knocks on the gate. Open the damn door.
Yeah. I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Who do you think's in the box? I mean, we spent a lot of time researching this, trying to just brainstorm.
We've been hard at work. Don't let it be known, or let it be known, I should say. It's going to be a letdown. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Whether it's a statue, a sponsorship for, it's a 2K thing. Yeah. I don't know. No matter what it is, I just think that it's going to be a letdown, unless it's somebody like Chris Jericho, The Rock, Stone Cold,
Mm-hmm.
I did toss a fun idea over text earlier. I said, what if it's The Undertaker, like a coffin or something like that?
And I said, he's done.
He has a match against Gunther at Mania. That is the one person he said he would want to come back for. Is Gunther. Got the whole thing with AJ.
Stay retired, please.
I don't know. I'd probably be down for it. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, let us know in the comments your Elimination Chamber predictions. Of course, we will be live for Elimination Chamber this Saturday. You're not gonna want to miss that. So make sure to be following all of our socials at Exclusive John Wrestling.
And Exclusive John Wrestle for X/Twitter.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. I'm Red.
I'm Stunna Steve.
As always,
keep it exclusive.